Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening, moms, intentional moms from wherever you're watching me. Good evening. If you're here, please quickly leave me a comment and tell me where you're joining me from. So, Sandra here. So, let's just hold on while we wait for some people and while I share the link for a minute. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Okay, thank you for your patience. Do we have anyone in the house? If you're in house, if you're here, please type in the comments. I'm here. My name is this. My name is that. Just put your name in the comments and tell me where you're coming from, okay? While we wait just a little bit for others to join us, okay? Thank you for your patience. So I'm just here trying to figure out how I'm going to share my slides on this platform, but it looks like might not be possible. So I think I'll just drop the link in the description so that you can go through the whole layout, the workbook for today's workshop. Okay. Let me just quickly do that and then I'll start. Thank you so much for your patience. Please give me a minute while I just put this link together. All right. I think I've been able to do that now. So in order not to make this video too long, it's supposed to be a 1 hour workshop and it's supposed to be interactive. So while we wait for others to join us, we'll just go ahead. Okay, we'll go ahead. 1 minute. All right. You're all welcome. Good evening, good evening, good evening. God bless you all. So right away, we'll just kick start right away. First of all, my name is Coach Sandra. For those who are meeting me here for the first time, my name is Coach Sandra, and I am a certified intentional living coach who is committed to helping moms live their best life intentionally on a daily basis. All right. And that is one of the reasons why I'm bringing up this workshop. The first edition, the maiden edition, was in March 29th this year. And this is the second of its kind. I trust God that it's going to be an amazing meeting. And so I want you to be all in. First of all, this episode, this edition is basically about the mid-year reset. The mid-year reset, the goal setting for second half of the year, and empowered action planning to help us sail through the remaining part of the year, come July to December. Okay, so that's what we're basically doing today. Since I'm not able to share any slide or my material for the workshop on here, I dropped the link in the description. So please go on there, click the link, and download a copy of the workshop while I take you through what we have for today. All right. So, what a mom reset? I mean, we hear it every time, or maybe you haven't heard it before, but a reset is basically a re-engineering, a re-evaluation, a restructuring. You can call it whatever you like, but it's just pausing to ruminate, to reflect. I think that's the best word, to reflect on the past, to reflect on how far you've gone and how far you've come, and also to be able to chart a course for the future. So many times as moms, we just run through the year and we don't achieve so much. And we pride ourselves in the fact that we are moms and we're taking care of the family, we're taking care of the children and all that. And so our lives are not meant to be put together. But I stand to correct you here that you can actually have your best life. You can actually have your best mom life, but it has to be intentional. Okay. And that's why the intentional mom workshop is here 2.0. So I'll just go ahead with the workbook, the workbook for today. It's really nice and I would really encourage you to get it. Let me just show you a sneak peek of what it looks like. And I assure you, you'll be missing a lot if you don't download this now. So look at this. Just take a look at this if you can see. Yeah, the intentional mom workshop. Okay. All right. So by the way, I didn't say this, but this workshop 2.0 edition 2.0 is sponsored by Destiny Busy Moms. Yeah. Destiny Busy Moms is a YouTube platform where most of you be watching me on right now, where we upload content regularly just to help motivate and to educate you on your intentional mom life, to help you live an intentional mom life. Okay. And it's also sponsored or powered by Flipped Science Classroom. Flipped Science Classroom is a faith-based science platform, also on YouTube, where they educate children all ages, all ages from toddler level up until secondary level about science concepts infused with faith. Okay, so it's a faith-based science platform. I would see how maybe I should just drop the link for that on the description box too, so that you can have a look. Just give me a minute while I do that. Thank you. Okay, so that we don't waste much time, just go onto YouTube and look out for Flipped Science Classroom. All right. Okay. Having said all that, let's go right ahead to the workshop proper. Okay. And I was saying that a reset is a reengineering, a restructuring, a reflection about the past or on the past and trying to chart a course for the future. And we're doing this intentionally, so there is a workbook. All right. I was going to share it, but this platform does not support sharing of my slide or of my screen. So please bear with me and click the link in the description. You'll find the workbook on there while we go on. Good. Now, you also see how to use this workbook on there. I won't go through all that, just so that time, I mean, it's already fast spent, so we don't waste more time. Let's just go right ahead. So you have this digital workbook that you can as well download and have your notes in writing and all that, but you can also do this digitally for ease. So on your tab, on your phone, on your laptop, it is totally compliant. Just download from the link in the description and you'll be good to go. All right. So the first thing basically is reflection. So when you're reflecting, you're thinking back, you're reminiscing, you're asking yourself as a mom, I mean, I've come a long way, yes, but how am I proud of myself? How proud of myself am I thus far? How proud of myself am I thus far? So these are prompts that will help you to reflect. Okay, so write it down. How proud am I of my life thus far? I mean, it's been 6 months, yes. So how proud can I really beat my chest and say that it's been an amazing 6 months? Can I truly say so? Can I? And then the next thing is what challenged me or stretched me deeply. So you're asking yourself all these questions so that you can reflect and be able to plan for the next 6 months. What challenged me deeply? What really put a pause on me and on my intentionality in the first 6 months? You know, then another question to ask yourself is, how have I grown as a woman and as a mom? The first assignment you have here on earth is to nurture your gift, the gift on your inside as a person, before you can talk about nurturing your child's gift or helping your husband fulfill destiny and all that stuff. So you need to do this reflection exercise on yourself first before you can have a charted course for the next 6 months. The next question you want to ask is, what do I need to release to move forward? Many of us are holding so much emotional baggage. We are holding so much struggles on our inside. So many things are weighing us down, and we've not been able to live our best life in the first 6 months of 2025. So ask yourself, what do I need to release to move on? And you know how they always say that women have a way of emotionally attaching so many things, to themselves. If there is anything that is keeping you down or that has kept you bound for 6 months, I think it's a good time to release it. So ask yourself, what do I need to release to be able to move on in the next 6 months? Okay. And then, if you know me by now, you already know that I am one who is very reflective on what God has done. First of all, for life, for hope. I mean, once there's life, there's hope, and you can live that life that you project to live in the future. So the next question you want to ask yourself is, what blessing did I overlook in the past 6 months? I mean, if you can only be grateful for life at least, even though you did not achieve so much, but the fact that you're alive, then you have hope of having even a better half year. Okay, so how grateful are you? Which blessing did you overlook? If you did overlook any blessing, write it down. It's a journal prompt. It's for you to reflect and help yourself think back and be grateful. Start from where you are up to where you're going. All right. And then at the end of this section, I want you to write a letter to yourself, to your past self, actually. So tell yourself, dear past self, I'm proud of so, 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 and so. I'm proud of the milestone that you achieved. I'm proud of the million naira you saved up. I'm proud of the 20K that you saved up. I'm proud of the two books that you're able to read in the first 6 months. I'm proud of how I have grown thus far spiritually. Anything really that you can just coin up in a short note to yourself. That would help you start on a grateful note, on a grateful tone for the next step. And the next thing is, what are your values and your vision? Just know that when you know what matters, you will focus on what really matters to help you to save time on, so many things, on not spending time with people who don't matter to you, or companies that don't matter to you, or issues that just give you headache. Well, remember, we're talking about the intentional life, and the intentional life is just that one that has intention and purpose tied to everything, every thought, every word, every action, everything basically. And so we're helping ourselves with this prompt to be able to set the tone for intentionality for the second half. Okay. So ask yourself, what are my core values? What's my vision? What's my core value? What are my core values? What's my vision? At least have three core values that you're standing with and you're standing by, come what may, no matter what happens, so that these things can be like guiding lights for you. It can be like signposts pointing you to where you should be going this second half, because you are not meant to be everywhere. Trust me, you are not meant to be everywhere. The intentional life is not one that is just here, there, competing with this, competing with that, wanting to do this and wanting to do that. But it's one that is focused, it's one that is channeled towards a cause. And that cause, you must focus on it. What will help you focus on it is when you have your values and your vision aligned. So once you have written your core values, you want to check if they are aligned with your vision, aligned with your habits, your daily habits, aligned with your behaviors and everything. These things should be at the forefront of your mind. These values, they should be at the forefront of your mind because they will help you to channel your energy towards them, all in the bid to have an intentional life and the best life that you can have, you know, mom speaking. Okay. And basically in every area of your life too. But because you are moms on this platform, okay, that's why I'm centering on moms. Okay. Now ask yourself, where am I living in alignment with these goals and this vision that I have for myself? Where am I living in alignment? You have to assess yourself here. Where am I living in alignment? Have I missed it somewhere? Have I been saying, oh, I have the value of faith and intentional motherhood and all that, but my values, my everyday values, my everyday habits are not aligning? Then I need to check that out. I need to pinpoint it so that I can work on it. Okay. So that's why we're doing this. Then we need to clarify the vision because our values will help us to focus on something. And what we're focusing on is our vision. What we're setting our mind on is our vision. Okay. So ask yourself, in my ideal day, how do I feel? So, I mean, comparing your values to your daily life, your day by day, how am I faring? How am I feeling? Write it in present tense, present future tense, as if you're already in it. Right now, I'm living my ideal life and it feels like heaven on earth. That's a bit big, so you can say it feels like I am living my best mom life intentionally on a daily basis. I feel like I am living with purpose and intention. I feel like I am nurturing my dreams and living the life of my dreams, and so on and so forth. Could be anything, but you need to write that down because that will help you chart a course. This is how my ideal life is, or this is how I want my ideal life to be. And so this is how every other thing has to align with it. Once you write it down, just like the Bible says, to write your vision down and make it plain so that he who reads it may be able to run with it. Yeah, that is it. So that you can run with that vision you've written down. Put it down. You need to put it down. This is how my ideal life will be. My children will be organized, will have encounter with God. My children will know God for themselves. They will be spiritually strong. My husband, my children, everyone is proud of me. Everyone is doing well. My ideal life is such that I'm not broke. I can spend money on anything that I need without begging, without asking, without borrowing, you know, a lot of things that you can actually think about that align with your values. So if you have a value of not being that person who borrows. Like one of my values is I never borrow. I don't borrow. If I cannot afford it, I will not borrow for it. If I have that kind of value, then my ideal life should be such that I have enough money to spend for whatever I need or whatever I need to get, whatever I need to buy without begging, without asking. So that's an example. You can apply it to any area of your life. Okay. And once you've done that, you want to also craft an intentional life statement. Craft an intentional life statement. So from all these things we've said, from our values aligning with our vision, we now have a statement. I'm living my best life intentionally on a daily basis. So I'm sure you can even deduce where that vision came from. Vision for Destiny Busy Mom. Yes, living my best life intention, my best mom life intentionally on a daily basis. That's mine. That's for Destiny Busy Moms generally. What's your personal life statement, intentional life statement? Coin it up from that. Coin it up, coin it up, and have it somewhere. Tell yourself, I choose to live intentionally by doing this, doing that. Of course, there will be habits that will be aligned with this vision. So, what are the habits, the daily habits that you want to engage in to help you have this dream life, this ideal life? Also, write it down. There's a section there that says, I choose to live intentionally by. Write it down. How you intend to live intentionally. How do you want to live intentionally this next 6 months? How do you want to live intentionally this next 6 months? Okay? Focus on a goal. Focus on that vision and let it drive your goals. Let it drive your activity, your habit, your behaviors for the next 6 months. So that at the end of the next 6 months, when you do an evaluation again, you realize that you were focused, you were not left and right, left sided, right sided. No, you were focused, looking straight ahead and achieving every bit of your goals, your vision, and your dream. Okay. Now, there's a section in the workbook where you actually have to inculcate gratitude because by now, if you know me and if you know Destiny Busy Moms, we are keen on gratitude and giving thanks to God because I always say that an intentional life starts with God. He's the one that makes us realize that there is purpose in the first place. He's the one that makes us realize that we're not on earth for nothing. We're not on earth for ourselves. We're not on earth just to be of the number. No, we are on earth for a reason, for a purpose, and we can actually live a quality life. We can live a quality life. So, one of the sections in this workbook will make you appreciate monthly milestones. For instance, for month one, I mean for the next quarter now, for month one, if I'm able to achieve a health goal, I take it down, I put it down, I record it, I celebrate it, I amplify it. I don't stay there, I don't dwell there, but I must I must also realize that progress is better than perfection. At the end of the day, progress is more important than perfection. Perfection has held many moms down. They feel that they cannot have their best life because they are doing one thing or the other. They are caring for children, they're doing this, they're doing that. They don't have a life of their own, and so they cannot have a quality life. But I beg to differ. You can have a quality life, you can achieve your dreams, you can achieve your goals, yes, while being a mother. True. So that's why we're here, and that's why we're doing this workshop. All right. So appreciate milestones as little as they come. Appreciate them, and also ask yourself what might hinder me in the coming months. What might hinder these goals, this vision that I have for my life? Because when you are prepared, nothing can take you unawares. When you are prepared, nothing can take you unawares. So ask yourself, what could likely stop me from having my best life in the coming months? What could likely stop me from, you know, enjoying the life that God has called me to live as a mom? What would likely stop me from achieving my dreams, my goals, my health goal, my finance goal, my spiritual goal, spiritual growth goal, and on, my career goal? What could likely stop me? Itemize them and get ready for a backup plan. So ask yourself, if this thing, peradventure, comes into play or weighs me down in some way, how am I going to bounce back? How am I going to get up again? The righteous man might fall 7 times or even more. But the most important thing is, are you able to rise afterwards? That's the most important thing. There's no mom that's perfect. There's no one that's perfect. We are all striving towards the mark, the prize of the high calling. The high calling is that one that excites us so much, that one that makes God say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. That one which makes people say, wow, this is quality life. That's the high calling. That's the highest place of our calling, of our assignment as moms and as individuals. So ask yourself, how am I going to bounce back when life throws its jabs on me or at me? How am I going to bounce back? Okay? And once you've done that, you want to look for how you can get um, accountability. Because I mean, if you say you have dreams, you have goals and all that, and there is no one that's checking up on you, then you might be you might be um discouraged at some point in life. The Bible says something about woe betiding that person who doesn't have anyone to pull him up when he falls. Please don't be that person. Have somebody that you're going to be accountable to. Have somebody you're going to be accountable to. It could be a mentor, it could be a friend, it could be anyone that will just take it upon him or herself to check on you and to always make sure that you are living intentionally. I have a circle of friends. Well, there are not so many. In fact, I can mention one or two of them that are also living this intentional life. And from time to time, I reach out to them and they reach out to me and we talk and we chat. And whenever we come together physically to discuss, it's always amazing because we pour out our hearts to one another. We pray for one another. When there's anything going on and, they need prayer cover, they call me, I call them. So that's the kind of accountability that I'm talking about. And if you don't have someone like that, or you want to be among moms who are living their lives intentionally on a daily basis, then you need to be in the Intentional Mom Academy inner circle. You need to be in the Intentional Mom Academy inner circle. So that is a paid class. It's a paid mentorship program of 3 months, 90 days, every quarter. It runs every quarter. And this particular one is going to run from July to September. So if you're interested, the link will be in the description. But there is also a free platform, a free group. That's not the inner circle, that's more like a general group where I reach out to the moms and the moms to be on there every week, at least once every week. But I'm hoping that it will be more often now, although those in the inner circle get my full attention and all that. There are so many perks of joining the inner circle. And as a coach, I give you my expertise and I help you to live an intentional life. But in the free class, in the free group, free community, that's the Intentional Mom community, on there, I give you, motivational posts, um, videos, and all manner of things just to uplift your spirit and help you to keep striving for the intentional mom life. Okay, so if you want to join that group, I will also leave the link in the description. Okay, so having said all that, please try to download this workshop material, this workbook for the workshop. The link to the paid class, the paid mentorship, is just at the bottom of the workbook. So if you're using it on your phone, you can click on it right there and you go straight to where you make your payment and join the group afterwards. But if you want to join the free class, I'll just put that up right now. Please give me a minute while I do that. Okay, I'll just I'll drop the free link. Okay, that's the free mom community. And then the paid one is here. Let me also put that up. All right. Okay. So, um, just in case you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section and I'll attend to them. But you definitely need to start your intentional mom life journey. Life is interesting, life is beautiful with more intentionality. And you can actually live your best mom life intentionally on a daily basis. So let's say you've been trying and it doesn't seem like you're having a hang of it. That's why I'm here to help you live your best mom life intentionally on a daily basis. So please click on any of the links and any of the links as it concerns you, either the free community link or the paid one. And there you have access to me one on one. So if you have questions, we have a one on one coaching session, and you know, we are living our best lives daily, intentionally. And having said all that, I look forward to having more of you come on this intentional mom journey. I mean, once you come on, you realize that life cannot get any better. Okay, so on this note, I'll leave you and trust God that you would take action, deliberate action, intentional action to make sure that the second half of the year does not slide by you without your notice, without your input, your intentional input, or without your own deliberate action. I've empowered you with this workbook. So please jump on it. It's free. Jump on it. Download it from the link in the description and work on it. Work with it. If you have to replay this video to help you work with it, then awesome. There's also a section that will make sure you use it, and I'll see you on the inside of any of these groups that I mentioned. Have a lovely, lovely second half of the year. God bless you. Bye.